In Hindu mythology, Mada's strength is feared by the king of gods. Using the right build on Mada in Shin Megami Tensei V will help your enemies fear you as well. What's up YouTube, Zero here, and today I have an epic build for Mada in Shin Megami Tensei V. Now in this video, I'm going to go over the stats and skills needed for Mada's build. Then we're going to get into some more gameplay, and I'm going to talk about why these skills are so amazing with each other. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about the essences you're going to need to fuse into Mada for you to be able to get this build. Without further ado, let's get into the skills. Now you can see on the screen the HP and MP at 531 and 510 respectively. The resistances, we're going to absorb fire, resist ice, and block dark. Then our stats, we're mainly going to want to focus on vitality and magic. Skill-wise, we have Trisagion, which this is a heavy fire attack to one foe, but more importantly, it ignores affinity resistance and pierces through, which is going to be the only offensive move that Mada is going to have on this build. Then we have Medirahan, which is a full HP recovery to all allies. Then we have Debilitate, which lowers all stats of all foes by 1 rank for 3 turns. Then we have Makarakarn, which reflects a magic attack once for 1 ally for 1 turn. Bowl of Hygeia greatly increases the effect of the next HP healing skill of Self and allows it to heal above max HP. Then Heal Pleroma, which is going to increase healing magic effects. Resist Ice, which strengthens resistance to ice type skills. And then Great Mana Spring greatly increases our maximum HP. Before you comment, why do you have Resist Ice over Null Ice or a greater resistance to ice? Stick around for the essence section when I do talk about why I have Resist Ice on this build. Now let's talk about the skills and why this works so well for this build. First, let's talk about the only attack, Trisagion. Now what's amazing about this attack is it ignores affinity resistances. So you're not going to have to worry about enemies that resist or block fire. It's going to be a nice attack that's going to hit all enemies. Furthermore, towards the end of the game, you're going to get Mada at the end of the game. You're going to be facing some bosses that are weak to fire or can become weak during the battle. Lucifer is one that can become weak during the battle to fire. Nua is another that is weak to fire, so having a fire type attack is very nice for end game. Now let's talk about the support type skills. First, let's talk about the healing. At the end of the game, your team is going to require a healer. Mada gets +3 for healing and has a couple of nice tricks up his sleeve when it comes to healing. Medirahan is going to heal the entire team. It's absolutely necessary, especially against those stronger bosses, to keep your team alive, so this is an absolutely fantastic move. Bowl of Hygeia is going to allow Mada to heal all of its allies above maximum HP. So Mada can constantly heal the team, just so when those strong attacks come, the team is well prepared for it. The combination of Bowl of Hygeia and Medirahan is absolutely epic, especially end game, when enemies like Lucifer are dealing massive amounts of damage to the entire team. Heal Pleroma is just going to increase our healing effects, so it's really nice to have. Debilitate is absolutely fantastic because it's going to lower the stats of all foes. So enemies that do hit like a truck, especially all of those bosses at end game, we're going to knock them down a peg. And furthermore, what we're going to do is we're going to make it harder for them to kill us because we're healing all of our team above maximum HP. Then we're lowering all of the stats of our enemies so they can't take us down as quickly. So Debilitate works really well with are Heal, Medirahan, and Bowl of Hygeia. Makarakarn is nice to reflect a magic type tack from one of our teammates if they are getting low on health and you know a magic attack is coming. This is a great move to utilize. Great Mana Spring is extremely important on this build. Medirahan and Debilitate cost massive amounts of MP. Medirahan is at 112 and Debilitate is at 119. Increasing our mana so we can utilize more of our skills is going to be extremely important. Resist Ice, or Null Ice if you do have it, is important to the build because Ice is Mada's only weakness, so you want to make sure that we turn it into a strength. So Resist Ice or Null Ice is important here. So I did promise I was going to talk about why Resist Ice when I talk about the essences, so let's get into the essences for this build. So Resist Ice and Great Mana Spring you can get from your Lunger's Essence. The reason why I have Resist Ice is because it is on one essence combined with Great Mana Spring. If I wanted to go out and get Null Ice, I would have to utilize another essence, and I didn't want to do that. However, if you do want to use Null Ice, I'm not going to fault you for it. You can get that from Skady's essence. Now for Bowl of Hygeia, Makarakarn, and Heal Pleroma, you can get those from Clotho's essence. And finally, Trisagion, Medirahan, and Debilitate, you get from Mada himself. So you're not going to have to worry about finding those skills. Mada's already going to get them. So let me know in the comments section what you think of this build. Do you use something similar on Mada, or is your build on Mada completely different? Do you ignore Mada's healing capabilities and go full attack? Or maybe you're just all support with Mada, closer to what I'm doing. Let me know in the comments section. I'm really interested to hear your build of Mada. Make sure you check out my other Shin Megami Tensei V build videos. I have a bunch of others. I also do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Shin Megami Tensei V content. Again, I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.